Hey, so it's Tiffany, back with another allergy-free food review. I am Tiffany. I have food allergies, and that's really what most of this channel is about. Just reviewing food from different restaurants, and I'm a little sleepy today. I don't know what's going on. Let me get with it. But anywho, if you have allergies, then you know that it can be difficult sometimes to eat out. And having allergies, usually you may be the only person in your crowd unless you're with family. Like in my family, there's a lot of food allergies. Sometimes it's just not cool to eat out. So I like to review different restaurants and like kind of my experience, kind of walk you through that. And I know a lot of people can relate to it, but then also for those that maybe are in the food business but don't know or don't have a food allergy or know someone close to them that have a food allergy, this can be a shout out to you for, having a business and supporting us, which sounds so funny. But then also maybe it could be a little bit of knowledge check for others as well. So anyways, I said I would do Ziggi's again because when I went to Ziggi's, so in the previous video I talked about going to Ziggi's kind of just on a whim to get some coffee, and while I was there, on their menu it said like gluten-free English muffin, I think it was. Yeah, gluten-free English muffin is like the exact title. And I was like, wow, they have like gluten-free food. And then across from it, I saw another gluten-free item, which was gluten-free assorted breads. So I was pleasantly surprised, especially with like drive-through places. I don't really eat at any of them because my food allergies are gluten, nuts, and like coconut as well. So some legumes or tree nuts, I mean. And what else? Shrimp. I have some other allergies too, which maybe I'll talk about some other time. I can't even think of them. But basically, I got a lot of food allergies. I have some environmental allergies as well. So I don't usually go to fast food places because there's usually nothing I can eat. And if it is, it's usually difficult. So when I went to Ziggi's, I wasn't really expecting to get anything like eating wise. I just really wanted some coffee. And so I went on their website at a later time, and their website's pretty clear. I'll put it up again because I just think it's really helpful. A lot of times, I've mentioned this before, but a lot of times, like if you look up a menu online, it'll have, especially if it's fast food or like a drive-through place, which typically is fast food. This is drinks. So it'll have like columns with the allergen. So say like it'll say wheat or gluten, and some other things like eggs, dairy, soy, etc. And those columns, as you go down, it'll have like either like a bullet or an X or some other icon expressing like that it contains that item. However, when you're looking on your phone, like the phone screen doesn't allow for going through all of that, right? So it's just really difficult. But Ziggi's, they have like an allergen column, or at the end of each line item, there's an allergen column, and in that allergen column it says like all the allergens. So then I can just kind of like scroll over to what that item is and see it pretty clearly. So I really enjoy that about Ziggi's. So long-winded to say, went to Ziggi's again. I got one of their gluten-free breads. This one's a cinnamon swirl coffee cake. On the back it has the ingredients, which is really helpful. I mean, obviously this is a packaged item and I don't know where they get it from, but I would assume their warehouse. But either way, don't quote me on that. But anyway, I like how it has the ingredients pretty clearly, because there are some allergens that people have, or allergies that people have to foods that aren't on the top 8 allergen list, right? So like for instance, my niece is allergic to blueberries, my son and my nephew are allergic to avocados, I'm allergic to oats as well. And so like none of those things will show up on the bottom, like in the like contains whatever, etc., etc. So to have this on the back is really helpful, especially if you have an allergy, because oftentimes if you have one, you may have others. So that's that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it. They kind of warmed this up. This one feels a little cold, but they might have just put it like in the microwave or something. So I don't really expect too much when I go out to places. I don't really usually get a lot of like bread type items because a lot of them aren't good. And so yeah, that's that. So this smells pretty good. It smells like cinnamon. It smells like a cinnamon roll, without all the frosting. So that's exciting. The texture is pretty like, I don't know how to explain that. It's like tacky-ish, I guess you would say. It's soft though, but not tacky like, you know, tacky like sticky. It's good. It's sweet. It's like one of those things you definitely want to have it with like coffee or tea or something like that. Unless you really like sweets. I don't really eat a lot of sweet breads. So, but it's good. I would probably give this more like to my kids. They had another one that's like a pumpkin one, which I have had that before, and I do prefer that one. But there's nothing wrong with this. It is not to my personal liking. It's just that it's really sweet. Let me take another, because there's a light brown part, if you can see. Hold on, I'll turn it. Let me put this in my mouth. That's what it is. So there's a light brown part and dark brown part. So I just tried that part. The taste is the same. So it's just a sweet bread. I probably won't get this one again, but I would definitely get the pumpkin one again. That's only because I don't really like sweet breads like that. Not like overpowering, so that's not fair. It's overpowering to me because I just don't really like sweet breads like that. But it tastes good. It's not like the bread is weird to eat. So the texture is like soft and kind of gooey-ish. I would have thought it would be like a little bit, I don't know. I guess I would have thought it would be a little bit drier, and it's not, which is fine, which is great. So that's pretty much that. I am still grateful to Ziggy's for this stuff. Oh, it says Spruce Confections. I don't know who or where that is, but that is who makes this. And this one says it's in Boulder, Colorado. So yeah, thanks Ziggy again though for another bread. Like I said, for me, I'll still probably stick to the pumpkin one as long as they keep that one versus the cinnamon one. But I could definitely see my kids liking the cinnamon one. So all in all though, in terms of the bread quality, texture, kind of feel, which I guess will go along with texture, but and just like the taste, it's all pretty good. Overall, that's good. The flavor, just for me, my personal preference, it's just a little too sweet, which maybe that was the point. So that is it. See you guys another time reviewing another food. If you have any suggestions in the Denver area, let me know, and I will try to stop by and record a video. Thanks.